everyone, we're back. We got Vector in chat. Hi, Vector. Miro's waving too. Look at that. Okay, we just finished the dungeon known as Hawk Manor, where we got... What the hell even are these shrubs? Like, are they supposed to be like tentacles or birds? Like, what is this? I question the aesthetics here. Anyway, La Brea did get the better of us. No, he didn't. He did. He was watching us from the shadows, apparently, at least through his minions. Okay. I think Lancer's Guild's probably closest to where we gotta go. We're gonna go turn in this quest to the old man who bade us protect his, defeat his Lady Amandine. Yawn. Sorry, guys. You are returned! What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all! So she went so far as to consort with devils. Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is a plain that they are the same vile brood. Should that chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence, I allowed it. I know not how many innocent women to die in unspeakable circumstances. Matters not, wherefore, through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am an abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. Only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. And then he sits down, and then we never hear from him again. Untrue, actually. We do actually hear from him again. In a side quest. Relating to Hawk Manor. So around my board I actually had a lot of hard mode dungeons once you hit level 50 now. They released a couple every patch, but for the most part, most of them weren't hard so much as just different versions of the dungeon. Now, Hawk Manor was notorious back in the day for actually having a hard mode, simply because some of the enemies hit really fucking hard, but the bosses had some dumb mechanics to them. The final one in particular would just outright wipe you if you DPS'd it too fast. Yeah, it was insane. Welcome back, Miro. How glad am I to see you safely returned. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn to the Twelveswood? Two of La Habrea's minions? And they sought to measure your strength by their own admission? The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt then. The Axians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we know to what end. Yet I will not be on our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the three nations to the presence of this elusive enemy, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the Axians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet, come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all that we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Yet another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you're ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. Got the achievement skeletons. Alright. Wrath of the Titan.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvib hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
So you will accept? Thank you.
We can't very well send her to Limsa Lominsa without Y'shtola, can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies. Tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
So when Minfilia doled out her orders there, really what she said was, Istola, Thancred, you guys do nothing. Arianje, get in touch with Sins of Baldestian and do nothing. Ida, I want you to do nothing. And also, Apollino, compile the information we have on Titan, but also do nothing. Hey, Tengage! Welcome! We have done our one dungeon so far today. It was called Hawk Manor, the Resident Evil dungeon of the game. Lady was murdering people in the streets in an attempt to preserve her beauty somehow. Taking their faces, essentially. No, Hawk Manor. Good to see you, Private Prentice. The Scion sent word that you were on your way. Your business then. It is as we told the antecedent. The Kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from U'Ghamaro. The object of their aggression? Crystals. Fodder for their fell primal. And she's tall. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Your deeds bring glory to the Maelstrom, Private Prentice. Right proud I am to call you one of our own. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Miro personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagan and the Kobolds plagued our people. Nor is this the first time we have had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was the company of heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls, blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we now turn to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you are right, yet the situation is far from simple. The Kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the Thalassocracy make a pact with the Beastmen that each would keep to their own lands and that no blood would be shed? And was it not the Laminsons who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the Beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must reap one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Istola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it, yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Laminsa's citizenry are, of course, of paramount concern. Already we have observed disruption in the flow of ether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the deed is great. I trust I can count on you, Private? You can count on my privates. You have my thanks, along with the support of the Maelstrom. I await good tidings. That the Kobolds should summon Titan demonstrates that they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe. And I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The company of heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Grey Fleet Mills in Lower Lanasia. Quite why a mercenary would choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you could ask him for me. I, meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. What the hell do you have to unlock? Oh, okay. Oh, no longer. She's given us the PvP quest to unlock the Wolf's Den. I don't care about that. Titan's Grip is your favorite fantasy trope, and you are super hype right now. Pathfinder announced the DLC on June 13th with a Titan Grip fighter. That's pretty cool. Would you date somebody who used Titan Grip? Ride Squirmels. Who says your wife doesn't have a Titan Grip? Nobody said that. It was up for you to provide that information, I'm afraid. As your wife does not grace our stream. Well, she should. She should hang out with us. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty sick, wouldn't it? Look at those windmills. Your wife doesn't watch your stream. You does, she'll watch anyone else's. Man, last person I dated also wouldn't watch my stream. It was super rude. Hey there. Track them. Lay down your burden, son. Come drain a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time. Find you a lass or three. You gonna say something, Venture, or just keep staring? Hey, you wanna know about the Company of Heroes? Ah, hells. Price of bleeding flame. Can't a miller mill in peace no more? Still, seeing as you come all this way, I suppose I wouldn't hurt to oblige you. Consider yourself lucky, lass. Old Tractorham was the company's best axeman. Now, what was it you wanted to know? Tales from the Tidus Slayer. The Tidus Slayer. So you want to hear the tale of how the Company of Heroes bested a Primal, do you? Let me guess. You mean that bastard Tidus, do you, eh? Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. It was a mighty struggle like the legends of old. Me and my boys fought him for 3 days and nights, we did. And the ground trembled with every step Tidus took, and when he hit you, girl, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Oh! Just like that. Wait, what's that look for? I'm a goddamn hero. I'll have you know, the people around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we use to beat old Tidus. Huh. Well, too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, why don't you just do me a favor and kill those rats that made a nest by the windmill just south of here? Alright, do that, and we'll talk. I'm a little disturbed that this man has leopard print underwear on. Why is my character having trouble turning? Also, only mildly concerning that he then hoisted his menial labor on him. You're thinking about a Legend Titan Grip fighter getting 20 extra levels could be really fun, like getting a mount. Imagine riding on the back of a raptor dual wielding scythes. That'd be pretty cool. There's a rat's nest. Oh, 30 rats. What the fuck? defeated. Oh, there's another one. The Rat King. Okay, we did it. These Galagos. Okay. Yeah, so the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, venturer. Save me the hassle of... never mind. Okay, they're gonna be a hat, not as good. Silver circlet, or a steel salad. What? You still asking about how we beat Tidus? I don't know, adventurer. It was a pretty risky strategy. The kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could really rely upon. I want to teach you, I truly do, but unless you prove what you have what it takes to face that fat bastard, I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At the very least, you need to be capable of slaying, say, a Gubu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flour mill here, so you ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut one down as quick as a skilled axeman like myself. Any road, why don't you try heading west and stand in lookout in case a Gubu comes calling. Slay it, and I might consider telling you more about old Tidus. Old Tidus. Something knocked over a cart. It was probably Vector. You feel the ground tremble beneath your feet. Vector, you wouldn't knock down a cart? I want to point out that Gubu had 3 rows of teeth. You again? Then that Gubu was harassing the millers is dead? Didn't think you had it in you, adventurer. Still, you took forever and a day to get the job done. I'm still not sure if I should tell you your secrets. The Lominson Way. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you've got what it takes to face Tidus. Or Tidus. Maybe if you slew a... What's my favorite class archetype in a Final Fantasy setting? I always liked the sword and shield user. Sword and board. But I'm also a dual-wielding ninja type. Tractum, you here drinking again? If you are, that Gubu had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief! You had me worried. That cleaved the beast's skull in two with my trusty axe, I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask her? She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true, was it Tractum who slayed the Gubu? Or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Tractum, the finest axeman ever to serve the company of heroes. The legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard, Tidus. Sword and board is awesome. FF Tactics, dual-wielding ninjas are, of course, exactly. Tidus? Tidus? Who in the 7 hells is Tidus? Some primal you fought in a string-sodden dream? The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody halfwit. Well, you see, Tidus was what me and the lads used to call him. That's the biggest logo sag and shite I've ever heard. Both of you outside, we'll learn the truth in the Lominson way. Tractum, if you didn't slay that Gubu, you may consider your contract revoked. Boy, he's in trouble now. Oh shit, we got a quest. A battle. Okay, let's do it. Alright, you know the rules. First one to smash their boulder will be judged as Gubu Slayer. And don't even think about trying to kill me. That's cheating. Who picked these boulders? There's nothing alive. How the hell's with it? Let the contest begin. Guy's been like no damage to it. Bitch paralyzed me. What the fuck? How you doing, lads? Feeling a bit stiff by chance? Only killing's against the rules. Drop the bomb. Me arms! Me bleeding arms! Fucker tried to cheat. Alright, I admit it, I lied about being in the company heroes. But I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned me lesson, honest I have. Save your blubbering, Jackdom. Oh, gods, I should have known. Mercy, please, I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just that I kept getting turned away by all the folk I asked for work, and I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol, and there was this grizzled marauder everyone kept treating like royalty. When I heard he was a captain in the company heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them, but you wouldn't believe me, so I look, his name was Waistcat. Alright? Waistcat. He'll tell you how to defeat Tidus, or whatever the hell that thing's name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on then, tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair. The fuck is the chief gonna listen to me? Alright, now we gotta go to Costa del Sol. The good thing is we actually already had the teleport to Costa del Sol. We have been there. We've been here once before, you and I. Grab and go. Careless whiskers. Follow the light. This area has a fate called It's Not Lupus, and you're fighting a giant crab named Cancer. Good old reference to House. Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes, then? Just like in the tales? Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours. And my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. She is blessed with a power that protects her from primal influence. Thus was she able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks, and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A woman who can't be tempered. Useful, but it will not be enough. It is true the company heroes fought and felled Primal, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you succeed, possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I'll grant you that. And you have deserved better than the greeting I gave you, but I will not send you into U'Ghamaro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Gegaruju's estates. Perhaps you can something. Ye gods, man, have you heard nothing I have said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? I mean, I figured if you dislike my conditions, you're welcome to find your own way into U'Ghamaro. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Pray do whatever the good captain bids. However, remember the fate of Limsa hangs in the balance. Yeah, look, there's another one of those glowing crystals that glows at night. Paraneoplastic syndrome? Is that what you have? Yay, we leveled up! Alright, we'll pick up this quest and then take our break. Master Gigaruju's requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large, slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Alright, we'll worry about that after. Let's take our break, and then we will go on.